Mega64 might be one of the earliest internet media groups to exist. From podcasts to sketch comedy, their primary goal is to get people to laugh, and for many out there, they've succeeded at that for several years, closer to 2 decades at this point. Over the years, they've been contracted by various big companies to promote their products with their unique comedic talents. One of these companies was Funimation, who contracted them for a low-budget homemade recreation of the Frieza saga from Dragon Ball to promote Resurrection F. This video was so well received that the crew continued this series on their own terms, doing more cheap yet charming recreations of the other Dragon Ball Z arcs, Metal Gear Solid, and the primary subject I want to focus on today, the crew's take on Hideaki Anno and Friends' iconic mecha series, Neon Genesis Evangelion. This truncated farcical adaptation of Evangelion's events is one of the most impressive productions Mega64 have pulled off, primarily thanks to the mechas themselves. While there's still a lot of funny wigs and cheap costumes in these videos, they couldn't just rely on those to tell the story, so they need to go above and beyond and make cardboard recreations of various iconic giants from the series, and it translates so well here. I also find the switch of mediums from animation to live action quite fitting for Evangelion, since Anno loves various live action special effects shows like Ultraman, Kamen Rider, and even Gary Anderson's Thunderbirds. With the limited time these Mega64 videos have, naturally some tough cuts had to be made, but they still managed to accurately give you all the major thematic and story beats of Evangelion on a silver platter if you were for some reason confused by the original material. It's all backed up with some excellent comedic performances from everyone involved. Special kudos goes out to Sean Chatfield, who played Shinji Ikari, who did play up the perceived whininess of the character for the bit, but his genuine confusion and reaction to the things around him makes for some of the funniest moments in these videos. Overall, these are some of my favorite videos on YouTube for so many different reasons. It's not just another live-action anime parody video, it's the best live-action anime parody video. The comedic timing is excellent, the production values are cheap yet impressive thanks to the clever workarounds of the limitations, and it still somehow manages to respect the dramatic beats and messages of the source material. Much like the original show, it's an inspirational classic in its medium. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to share a revelation I had when making this video. In 2024, we live in an age where many of the biggest YouTubers and streamers on the planet are reliant on expensive, flashy, gimmick-based content. This makes it very intimidating for the average working-class salary Joe to stand out among everyone on this platform, as simply making a well-constructed video isn't enough. What once was a simple video-sharing hobbyist website has turned into one of the most important global inventions on the planet, with endless terrifying rabbit holes to delve into. We've gotten to the point where we have analysis pieces like these delving into the culture and greatest hits of other YouTubers on YouTube itself. I often find myself staring into this content abyss and starting to feel dread and negativity about the future of creating stuff. Is this all online videos are now? YouTube shorts and TikToks with misinformation mixed with obnoxious editing? I mean, they've always been there, but it just feels more pronounced these days. But then I watch videos like these and remember there's still people out there just uploading phenomenal comedy or analytical videos on the cheap that just do it for the love of the game. Some have made successful careers out of it, yes, but it all comes down to the love of creating some neat stuff. So I'd like to thank everyone at Mega64 for just existing and creating for the passion of it. To anyone else watching, I want you to create. No matter how amateur looking it may be at first whenever you're making a drawing, a story, or even a video analysis like this, I think it's a worthwhile experience to have, especially if you're passionate about it and want to do it. Make the things you want to make, even in spite of it all, because it's up to you to make the things you want to see in the world.